I don't know if you know this or not, but your energy is currency. The way you see yourself, how you feel about yourself, that's going to determine what you do for yourself on a day to day basis. So, if you don't feel good about yourself, if you feel depressed, if you feel like you can't do it, if you feel anxious, well, that's going to affect how you show up for yourself. If you have that negative light on you, you're going to make excuses, you're going to procrastinate, you're going to try to convince yourself that you're not capable of the thing that you're trying to accomplish because that's the energy that you're carrying with you every single day. But if you do feel positive about yourself, you know you're amazing, you know everything that you touch turns to gold, you know that you have the ability to create a reality that you want for your life, well, then that's how you're going to show up. You're going to follow through. You're going to keep going, even if you're not getting the results that you want right now. You're going to keep showing up. You're going to remove toxic people out of your life because you feel highly about yourself, right? If you're struggling to achieve your goals, then this video is for you because I want to talk about things that you can do to start raising your vibration. Basically, things that you can do to start making yourself feel better about who you are so that you can actually get the things done that you want to get done. And if you're new to the channel, hello, my name is Jasmine. Make sure you subscribe if you have not already. Let's go ahead and get into it. The very first thing that you can do to start raising your vibration, giving or creating better energy for yourself is to speak your affirmations. And when I say speak your affirmations, I want you to do that all day long. Okay, so not just, in the morning when you're brushing your teeth real quick and then you don't say anything positive about yourself for the rest of the day. Absolutely not. I'm saying positive things to myself all day long, every single hour. I'm telling myself how amazing I am. I'm reminding myself of how far I've come. I'm constantly telling myself, don't worry, Jazz, everything you touch turns to gold because look at all of the other results you've gotten in your life. I'm telling myself how proud I am of myself, even if it wasn't something that I felt like doing. Like, for instance, this morning, I didn't feel like going walking, right? But it's become a part of my routine. It's my new normal. So I still got my ass up and I walked. And after I finished my walk, I said to myself as I was eating breakfast, Jazz, I'm proud of you. You got in those 10K steps and you didn't even feel like doing it. Good job, girl. Like, that's literally what I said to myself. And because I speak to myself like that all day long, every single day, it's making me feel good about who I am and the decisions that I make. And now, because I feel good about myself, I keep doing other things to make myself feel good about myself. You become addicted to doing the things that make you proud of who you are. So creating your content, working on your business, going to bed on time, not scrolling social media, right? So get in the habit of speaking your affirmations all day to yourself. And yes, if you are extremely insecure, which is fine. I've been insecure. I've been extremely insecure too, so I know how that feels. When you first start, you probably will feel awkward. You probably won't believe anything that you're saying. You'll be like, this is so stupid, right? You're going to feel like that because it's just not who you are yet, right? But the more you keep doing it, the more you just keep saying it out loud, I promise you, just like with anything else that you do over and over and over again, eventually you will get to a point where the things that you are saying to yourself, your affirmations, you start to believe it. And it's going to start to make you smile. It's going to start to make you feel good about yourself. And now you have that feel good energy that you need to actually show up for yourself and get the thing done. The second thing that I do to maintain a high vibration, feel good about myself, is I eat healthy and I prioritize my sleep. I know I've said this in countless videos. You have to go to bed on time. You have to start getting your 7 to 8 or 9 hours of sleep. Like, that's a non-negotiable. And I understand life's, right? Stresses, okay? We all have hectic schedules sometimes, but at the end of the day, you are literally asking your body to do the impossible. If you don't prioritize sleep, you are literally asking your body, and you're sitting there confused as to why you can't run functionally and productively off of 3 hours of sleep. Like, that sounds absolutely ridiculous. That's like asking a car to drive you across the country with a quarter tank of gas. Like, it's not going to happen. Eventually the car is going to run out of gas and eventually the car is going to stop. And it doesn't matter how much you pray about it, the car is not going to move until you put more gas in the car. The same applies to your body. Like, stop asking it to do things that are impossible. If you're not prioritizing your sleep, you will not be productive. You will not be able to focus. That's just the laws of physics, okay? You have to start prioritizing your sleep. The same way you prioritize scrolling on these apps all day long, you have to start prioritizing your sleep. Or you can keep doing what you've been doing, scrolling all night, getting a couple hours of sleep here and there, and then feeling groggy the next day and feeling sleepy and tired and unable to focus. Choice is yours, okay? You've got to start prioritizing your sleep. And you also have to start eating healthy if you're not already doing that, because the food that you eat, that's going to determine how your body feels. If you're eating a lot of heavy stuff, so fried foods, that's just going to make you feel tired, because that's just a lot for your body to break down. And this is coming from a woman who lost 100 pounds, by the way. Okay, I used to be 340 pounds. I used to be a fat girl. Like, really, I was a big back. I was eating all the things. I was eating fast food for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And I was always drinking soda. I don't even think I ever really drank water. Like, that was not my normal. And I felt it. My body felt it. I was always sleepy. I thought it was normal to be so sleepy. I thought it was normal to not be able to focus. I thought it was normal to like have that really, like when you eat so much food and you just feel like you can't move, like this, that feeling of stuffed, like that food coma feeling. I thought that was normal. Like, I thought that's how you were supposed to feel after you ate. That's not normal. Okay. Take it from someone who's lost 100 pounds and lives a totally different lifestyle. That is not normal. You should not be eating to the point where you're so stuffed that you're sleepy and you can't move. No, no, no. You have to eat right. So start eating your vegetables, start eating your fruits, start going on your walks, start doing those things, because what you put into your body is what you get out. And if you're putting junk in, you're going to get junk out. Like, think of a luxury car, right? If you have a Benz or a BMW, Infiniti, Audi, right? You have to put premium gas in those cars, right? You can't put regular gas in. You might be able to get away with it here and there, but that is the quickest way to destroy your engine. You have to put premium gas in, right? Well, that's what you're doing. Well, that's what you're not doing when you don't treat your body right and you don't eat properly. You're putting junky crap into your body, and then you're expecting it to be able to perform at a top level, and that's not how that's going to work. So prioritize your sleep, eat right, move your body so that you can start to feel good. And also too, especially, I told y'all in another video, like walking, it just really clears my head. It keeps me mentally grounded. It brings me peace. And that is the energy that I need to be able to make productive decisions all day, every day. So definitely get in touch with your wellness, your fitness. The third thing that I do to maintain my feel-good energy, or if you don't have feel-good energy yet, the third thing that you can do to start to feel better about yourself is sticking to the promises that you make to yourself. You guys, it is impossible to feel proud of who you are as a person if you keep breaking promises to yourself. How many years have you told yourself that you were going to start a business? How many years have you told yourself that you were going to lose weight and haven't done it? How many years have you told yourself you were going to fix your credit, you were going to go back to school, you were going to get a better job, you were going to start doing this, start doing that? You have this long list of things that you've promised yourself you were going to do, and you haven't done any of it. The only thing that you've managed to do is scroll social media. It amazes me how many people will let life just pass them by while they mindlessly scroll on social media. There is a whole world, a whole life out there for you that is the life you want, but you won't get off of these apps and just lock in. You keep making excuses, and then you want to say, well, this is me time. Okay, fine. Take the me time. Take all the me time that you want and keep feeling bad about yourself in the process. Like, that's just the cold hard truth. I'm not trying to hurt your feelings. I'm trying to get you to understand how the decisions that you make every day, how you end up where you're feeling mentally. You can't be your highest self if you don't feel good about you. You can't show up for yourself if you don't feel good about you. But the only way you're going to start feeling good about who you are is if you start keeping the promises that you made to yourself. If you told yourself that you were going to create content, then it's time to just go ahead and create it. If you told yourself that you were going to start a business, it's time to just start the business. If you told yourself that you were going to lose weight, it's time to start losing the weight. Because every single day that you make the decision, that you make the choice not to, is another day that you could have been feeling better about yourself, but you don't want to get off the apps. You want to stay in your comfort zone, even though that comfort zone of yours is draining you, even though that comfort zone of yours is making you sad and depressed and anxious, it's keeping you broke, it's keeping you watching from the sidelines. You still make the choice every single day to stay there and take a half an inch out and commit to at least one of the promises that you made to yourself. You're going to have to make the decision to stop doing that. Nothing that I've accomplished in life so far required that I only had to watch about it. And I've done a lot of great things, okay? I've gotten a bachelor's degree. I don't even know where that thing is, but I have a bachelor's degree in biology. I bought my first house at 26, 27, somewhere up in there. I started a business. I lost 100 pounds. Nowhere in that process, and any of those things that I accomplished, was I able to accomplish just by watching about it. Everything that I accomplished, I had to actively do it. So when I bought my house, I had to actively stop spending money. I had to actively create a savings account. I had to actively work longer hours to get overtime. I had to actively save that money. I had to actively cut spending. Like, that didn't just happen because I watched a YouTube video on it. I had to actively do it. In order for me to lose weight, I didn't lose weight by just watching YouTube videos. I had to actively get my ass up off of the couch and go to the gym. I had to actively get my ass up and meal prep. I had to actively get my ass up and drink water. I couldn't just watch about drinking water. I had to do it. Same with a business. I didn't get a business just by watching YouTube videos about business. I had to actively close these apps and hit record on the camera, make my videos, and then hit upload. A lot of y'all, there's like a disconnect between watching and doing, and your comfort zone is watching and there's no doing. You convince yourself you're doing something by journaling about it and by planning about it. No, doing comes from literally doing it. Literally doing it. But the only way you're going to do it is if you get off of these apps and actually do it. So if you want to start having that high level of energy where you're feeling good about yourself, you have to keep the promises that you made to yourself. It's a non-negotiable, okay? So leave a comment down below. Let me know if this video helped. Which one of these things are you going to start implementing into your life to have that high energy, that feel-good energy, so that you actually get the things done? Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel if you have not already, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.